WWE Crown Jewel 2024 might be that one show that you look back to this year and be like, damn, I didn't expect that show to be that good. Let's talk about it. Today is Friday and your body knows it, and we are literally one day away from Crown Jewel. I wish that I would have given you guys this predictions days before, but unfortunately, your boy got a 9 to 5, and that's just how it is when you got a 9 to 5. Sooner or later, with you guys' help, I'll be able to do this content creation thing full time. But let's stop the whining and let's get to predicting. First off, I don't know the order in which the matches are going to be. I haven't been able to look it up. I have been staying away from the internet this whole week because I don't want nobody spoiling SmackDown for me. It's bad enough that, you know, they spoiled the bloodline situation for me, but the rest of the show hasn't been spoiled. I want to stay away from the internet, which is why I don't know what's the order of this matches. So I'm just gonna go at it the way that I think it should be, or the whichever one pops in my head first. First, we got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It's gonna be a fatal four-way between the champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven versus Metaphors, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson versus Damage Control, Io Sky versus Kairi Sane. This is a match, or the only match that have been really built across the whole WWE universe. There's a little bit of everything here. There's a little bit of WWE SmackDown, there's a little bit of WWE Raw, there's a little bit of WWE NXT. I love the way that this match was built up. All four of these teams have come across each other in the ring somehow, some way until this point. Now, who is gonna win? I think Bianca and Jade are gonna come out of this the winner. I think the only way that Bianca and Jade will lose this title is if Bianca and Jade get in the way of each other. I guess we all know by now that them losing this title is how we're gonna get that Bianca and Jade feud. I don't think that they're gonna give somebody else the win the same way that they did it before, where having it where one of this team pin somebody else instead of Bianca and Jade cannot be played again, because they already did that. So doing it again will be a little bit too repetitive. I also think that the way Jade and Bianca has been playing it and the way Jade and Bianca has been pushed is as if they could beat all of these women's on their own. So I don't see them losing. I do think it's gonna be a great match. If by any chance there is an upset, my second choice would be Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. In the comments, somebody gonna tell me I'm crazy, but that could be one of these ways that we could get this tag team to also get involved in NXT. I think NXT has the best women roster in all of wrestling, and they could do with tag team championships. If they not gonna do that, then give us the women's tag team championships back in NXT. But I got Jade and Bianca winning this. Next on my list is the United States Championship between LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. We all know how we got to this point. Andrade and Melo were facing each other for the #1 contendership. LA Knight got involved, and that's how we got a triple threat now. A lot of people are saying, oh, this match was just added last minute. It made no sense. It makes a lot of sense. Throughout the whole 7 matches that Carmelo and Andrade had, LA Knight was somewhat involved, and the whole point of those matches were one of them proving themselves to become a United States champion. Now, LA Knight is definitely coming out of this the winner. Saudi loves LA Knight. We love LA Knight. LA Knight deserve it. LA Knight needs a longer run. But I do see Andrade and Melo becoming future United States champions. I actually don't see any interference in this match. Everybody keeps saying Logan Paul is going to come back. Logan Paul is going to interfere. I hope they do not do that. You know, like every match in this card, except for Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, which we will talk about later, has somebody predicting that there's going to be an interference. I hope this is not one of them. There's enough with LA Knight, Andrade, and Melo to have a great triple threat where at the end, at some point in one moment, somebody's going to get hit with the most protected finishing move in the WWE, the BFT. So in the end, you know whose game is this, with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah. Next, I have Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I am very surprised and very disappointed at the fact that people are not hype enough about this match. I don't think you guys understand what we got in our hands. Not only these two dudes are future WWE Hall of Famers, but these two guys in different generations were Triple H's protege. So it's needless to say that Triple H is going to be heavily involved in this storyline. Who do I think is going to win? Nobody. I don't think this match is going to end up in a disqualification. I don't think nobody's going to walk out of this match a winner. I think that this match is going to get so crazy and it's going to get so violent and it's going to get so rugged that they will have to stop the match. There's no way that this match gonna be one and done. There's no way that after this match we get a triple threat between Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series. It's too soon. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton might be our next trilogy. We've seen how successful the trilogy between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre has been. I could see WWE pulling this with these two guys, and with these two guys it will make a lot of sense. We could see them having a second match in Survivor Series and a third match in Royal Rumble. But my final opinion on this is there is no disqualification. There's no winner on this match. It's gonna get crazy. Triple H is gonna have to make a decision to stop this match. Next, we got Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed, and this match right here I think is the one that has the best build towards Crown Jewel. If you're somebody who follow my content, you most likely seen a video where I said Bronson Reed should walk out of this the winner. This is another one of those matches where I don't see just one match happening. This could be the birth of a monster heel in Bronson Reed. This could be Bronson Reed's welcome party to the main event scene. Somebody like Seth Rollins is the right person to put Bronson Reed in that position, and the only way that I see that happening is with Bronson Reed walking out of this with a W. Even if Seth wins a rematch, the fact that Bronson Reed won that initial match should put him in a different level. I think that Bronson Reed is in a position that he has never been before, and he has great momentum, and he will lose this momentum if by some weird reason Triple H wants to give Seth Rollins the W here. So if you ask me, Bronson Reed with the win. It gives Seth and Bronson Reed a second match, which gives some time for Drew McIntyre or CM Punk to come back and jump in a feud with Seth Rollins afterwards. Next match I want to talk about is the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship between Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. I'm gonna keep this very simple. I'm not gonna talk about this too much. I don't like the idea of the champion versus champion for this ugly ass belt. I think honestly what they could have done was a tournament. Tournaments have worked amazing lately for WWE. Imagine if they would have done that instead. Give the women and the men a tournament. The winner of the Raw tournament and the winner of the SmackDown tournament face each other, and now we got a Crown Jewel champion, and this champion defends this title in the next event in Saudi. We get 2 Saudi events a year, right? So that already sets certain matches up for our next Saudi events, but they decided to go the other way. Crown champion versus champion, I think is I don't fuck with it. I don't like it. I really don't. But you know, who am I to say? Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. I don't see none of them winning. Actually, I'm praying to the gods that there's a situation where Tiffy Time cashes in. Now, if Tiffy Time cashes in, when does she cash in? After the match or before the match? Because there's 2 crazy scenarios here. I don't think WWE is this crazy to go with this one, but imagine Tiffy Time turned this into a triple threat, right? And Tiffy wins. Does that mean that she becomes a 3-time champion, WWE Women's Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Women's Champion, and WWE Women's Crown Jewel Champion? That would be crazy, but we know WWE is not going to go that bananas. I'm pretty sure that after the match, someone's going to be hurt enough where Tiffy catches in. You know, I'm pretty sure, but it's because I'm calling it to the universe. You know, Grandma always told me, call to the universe whatever you want, and that's what I want right now. I'm tired of this cashing in and all this teasing and all of that. I think it's time to pull that plug, and Tiffy Time should walk out of crown jewel as a champion. Next match we got is the WWE Crown Jewel champion for the men's division, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. I already said all I think about this champion versus champion shit. When the WWE champion and the world heavyweight champion face each other and one of them win, they become an undisputed champion. They don't become a crown jewel champion, but whatever, we're gonna switch the rules because it's Saudi and they pay enough for this. Whatever. Everybody seems to think that either Goldberg or Brock Lesnar are gonna interfere and make Gunther lose. I hope they don't pull that. I hope that's not the way they will go, because it will be way too predictable. I believe Gunther should walk out of here the winner with the Crown Jewel Championship, only because even Cody Rhodes fans will tell you, if you put Gunther and Cody Rhodes in a match 1 versus 1, Gunther is the most believable person to win. I don't care what anybody says. Moving on. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus the Bloodline. Now this one is gonna be a little lengthy, so I want you to sit back, relax, and listen to me. I'm tired of the comments. It's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon. This match shouldn't happen. This match is too soon. It should happen. It's not too soon. Okay, just because you're getting a triple threat between Roman Reigns and the Usos and the Bloodline doesn't necessarily mean that this is the match that they were planning for Survivor Series. This is literally setting up the platform to get to Survivor Series, to get to that War Games. Hear me out. There's a lot of stock in Roman Reigns and the Usos versus the Bloodline. With the Bloodline, everything that happens is for a reason. Nothing happens just to happen. That last Monday Night Raw, we seen how Jay and Sammy had a little confrontation, and then Sammy was in the back talking to Solo. The way I saw that was insert Sami Zayn. So why do I mention Sami Zayn in this? Is because you guys gotta remember how big Sami Zayn is in Saudi. They freaking love this guy. There is no way whatsoever that Sammy would not be part of this event. And I still don't think that Sammy will actually get involved. I think that his presence will be felt, but I don't think he would 100% get involved. But he might, only because of how big Sammy is in Saudi. Another thing you gotta keep in mind when it comes to the Bloodline, and when it comes to introducing new members of the Bloodline, WWE loves international shows. And the reason why they love international shows for that is because we know, because of some of these members' past, they will not be able to travel, so they need to figure out how the hell is the shenanigans and the interference going to happen. This is where I think we get another member of the Bloodline show up. Either Hikuleo, Tala Tonga, or Lance is about to debut. A new member of the Bloodline will definitely debut at Crown Jewel. Whether it's gonna be OTC Bloodline or Deadline, somebody is going to debut at Crown Jewel. Now the reason why I mentioned Sammy to you is because come Monday Night Raw, Sammy and Jay are gonna have to come face to face. Sammy and Jay are gonna be questioning each other. This has always been the situation with Sammy and Jay. They are frenemies. They look like they enemies. They look like they gonna kill each other, and somehow they always find this happy medium. So I believe the plan of attack is starting either after Crown Jewel or during Crown Jewel is where they start mending that relationship back again between Sammy and the Bloodline. So no, this is not rushed. This is just part of the plan to set up that War Game match, because this match is not going to end the way any version of the Bloodline wanted to end. It's going to end up in the War Games in Survivor Series. So who do I think is going to win this match at Crown Jewel? I think it's going to be the Deadline. Bloodline 2.0 is definitely going to take this match with the interference of a new member of the Bloodline. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about my predictions? If you saw this on clips, make sure you go to the Red app and watch the whole video. My name is Vigilante Talks, and let's talk about it, because that's what you follow me for, or should follow me.